questions to the media, and again, if you could help us out with your name and affiliation, please. Start with Joe.
Paul Joe, CBS.
Hi, Joe.
Now, we've been college football 6 years.
Yes.
So what's the biggest first thing you've got to do to get back in under the
Well, the first thing I've got to do is pass my certification recruiting test, which I'll do here as soon as I can. But immediately, Joe, my plate is pretty full here. My first concern is obviously the staff and putting together the best possible staff we could have here at the University of Connecticut for these student athletes. So that's first. I'm concerned about the student athletes. The kids will come back on campus on Sunday. We'll have a team meeting. I want to reassure the players in this program of what our commitment is, what direction it is we are going, full speed ahead, starting on Monday morning, and moving forward just as quickly as we can. So the recruiting, finishing up the recruiting. I have a lot of respect for the staff that is here. They have done an outstanding job with this program. When you watch the University of Connecticut play football, you can take great pride in the fundamentals and in what is on that film. It's really pretty impressive. It really is. They've done so much here in such a short period of time. Randy did an outstanding job here. As Jeff mentioned, Hank Hughes and the staff have done a fabulous job. I had an opportunity to meet with the staff for a couple hours this morning. They've done a fabulous job with the recruiting and where we are right now in recruiting. And I'm excited for the 4 mid-semester enrollees, the 4 new prospects in our program, to be in here this weekend, and I'm looking forward to meeting them and talking with them. But we've got a lot, Joe, on our plate, and we're going to move ahead just as quickly as we can.
Hi, Coach Kennedy, NBC Connecticut. Can you kind of tell folks here that listen to Washington and certainly fans kind of what their philosophy is offensively?
Yeah, offensively, first of all, the goal will be to be balanced. We want to be balanced. That means we want to run the ball and we want to be able to throw the ball as well. We want to be exciting. We're going to throw the ball vertically down the field in a variety of ways. We'll throw the ball for chunks, for explosive gains. On first and second down, that's typically where your chunks come. And on third down, we're going to work to be very, very efficient and very good on third down, which is a huge commitment. The other area that we've got to be outstanding in is in the red zone. The issue of scoring touchdowns, touchdown scoring percentage in the red zone is a big, big factor, in determining winning and losing at this level of football. Obviously the turnover is one. If you win the turnover battle, and we're going to work hard now to take care of the football and football security, and we're going to work really, really hard on the turnover issue on defense. One of the great players in the all-time history of the state of Connecticut, a guy by the name of Dwight Freeney from Bloomfield High School, came to Syracuse. And Dwight had this knack, and he still has it today as you watch him, to get after the ball. He had the fastest hands I've ever been around. And he could create a turnover. And pretty soon what I learned by watching Dwight Freeney at Syracuse over those years, that it's like wildfire. Once the team sees it and realizes the impact that it can have, it can spread and permeate throughout your team. So we're going to coach the turnover. We're going to coach being after the ball. We're going to coach the turnover and taking care of the ball. On defense, we're going to work hard on the issue of the explosive play, which is a pass play that goes from 16 and above. And we're going to work, as I said, very hard in the red zone and very, very hard, on third down. And if we can do those things in that order, you have, the score is the ultimate statistic. The most important statistic you have is what is the score, who won the game. But if you play the percentages, which I think you have to do, from a philosophical standpoint, we're going to take care of those things. And we're going to score, we're going to kick the score, we're going to punt the ball deep. And that's a very basic offensive philosophy, but that's a very sound offensive philosophy, and that'll cause us to win games.
Coach Noah, fans from News 8 in Connecticut. At the time you left Syracuse, now, did you have other opportunities to get back into college? Did you really want to get back into college, or is this just a really special opportunity?
This is, there were some other opportunities, but my feeling on opportunities is it has to be the right fit. And this was, for me, absolutely the right fit, being comfortable, knowing the terrain, the fact that I had been a high school coach, the fact that I had coached at Southern and Western Connecticut, and I've been in the Northeast at Syracuse for a total of 18 years, and have such strong ties here, and feel that we can sincerely go out and do a great job recruiting within a 5-hour driving radius of this institution. Those were big factors. You know, I think the impact that I feel we can have in recruiting, because at the end of the day, you know, we can talk all we want about football, but it's players more than it's plays. And we've got to go out and continue the direction that Randy has established. You know, and I'll go back to, you know, the programs that are here. Coach Calhoun and Gino have done such an outstanding job in recruiting that's the direction that we have to go. And I feel comfortable with that, and it's the right setting for me.
Go, Bob. Joe.
Both Bob Romo and Bob in Hartford. I talked to a couple of your players, actually, talked about the market.
Yes, sir.
What do you think makes you the right guy for this job? What is it about bringing it in?
Well, you know, when I got into this business, and I've said this over and over again, when I got into this business, I got into it to be a teacher. And I started off as an elementary school teacher in Cheshire, Connecticut. I coached the 9th grade team at Cheshire High School, and then I was the junior varsity coach. And my passion has always been with kids, with young people, and the development of young people. I think I'm the right guy for college football. I understand the holistic approach to the student athlete. That probably rubbed off on me very early in my career at Penn State with Coach Paterno. That certainly has had an impact on my approach to athletics at this level and my beliefs. So I've really enjoyed tremendously my experience in the National Football League. I've been very fortunate to be around some great people, great franchises, great owners, Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, and Wayne Huizenga. When I went to the Dolphins, Mr. Huizenga was the owner of the Miami Dolphins. They are big-time, first-class people. Had the opportunity to coach some great players. I've been fortunate. You know, in the years I've been in the NFL, my first year I had a chance to coach Jason Witten, maybe one of the great tight ends in the NFL, maybe one of the great tight ends of all times, a Pro Bowl big-time guy. And that continued. This past year I coached Jay Ratliff, one of the great nose guards. I've coached DeMarcus Ware. I've coached Joey Porter back to the Pro Bowl with 17 sacks, Jason Taylor. I mean, that goes on and on. So I've really enjoyed that experience. I really have. But my passion in my heart is at this level of football, working on the academic thing, seeing kids graduate, seeing kids not necessarily just going to the NFL, but going out in life, being positive, contributing members to society, and having a degree from a flagship institution like the University of Connecticut, one of the great public institutions in America, which is saying a lot, and being a part of this and seeing these kids develop and go out and have a great life, know how to work, know what intensity is, know what it is to focus, know what it takes to go into the job interview and get the job, go finish the deal. So that's why I'm in this. I want my kids to grow up on a college campus. You know, I didn't get married till I was 48, so I've got an 11, a 10, and an 8. And I am as excited as I could be for my wife and my kids to be part of this community and part of this institution. There can be no better environment anywhere in America. And I'm so appreciative and excited about it that I can't even begin to express it.
Joe.
Jeff Jacobs from the Hartford Current. There was a kind of a nasty undertone on the radio from Hartford that he eye to eye, or satisfied with some academic standards. I was wondering if you could discuss that in your process. Are you confident in the kind of player
Yeah, it was discussed, in detail in the interview process. I had a wonderful conversation with Brian Usher, the admissions director, who we will work with, and I feel very, very confident that we can recruit with those guidelines, that we can bring those student athletes here, give them a wonderful opportunity in a very supportive support program, and move them and point them in the direction to being successful here, obviously academically, and graduate. I've been through this. I was the head coach at Syracuse for 14 years. I was there as the assistant coach for 4. As the assistant coach, I was the single guy on the staff, so I was in study hall every night. So I've got a real good idea, of what this is going to take. I've got an excellent view of the student athlete that we can recruit, and the graduation rates and the retention issues on all of these things, I really believe will build the confidence of the university and the community, and I think we'll have a great working relationship. I really do. Yes.
Follow-up question, but can you take us back to your days growing up in Chester?
Yeah.
On the farm, kind of what your responsibilities were?
Yeah.
How did you work ethic?
Yeah. Well, I grew up on a wonderful street in Cheshire, Connecticut, East Johnson Avenue, right off of Route 10. And my dad and my uncle, my cousin Jay, attended this wonderful institution and has as the great from this institution, and couldn't be more proud of the Huskies, I guarantee you that. I hear it all the time. And